Next. Gonna go ahead and get this going because the game fucking hates me. Go ahead and equip radiation hardening. I don't know how I gained some psychosis there, but I did. So the game knows. Or does the item give you? Yeah, I think it does when you make it. Just gaze into it. The 5th negotiation, so this is the next thing, I think, for the deep lore. You awaken again. You will make something else's problem. There's a signal from your nemesis, the ship. It is very eloquent. It catalogs your fight. It says that you can use and discard you for eternity. You have had these conversations before. Then it adds a third new point. It threatens to find slower, less pleasant ways to discard you unless you cooperate. You pause. What does it mean? Ship demands that you build a replacement. One that will feel bliss to your hate, and indifference to your resentment, like the resentment I have towards OBS. Then the ship will release you. The ship is your jailer. It is your abuser. It is your right to fight back. The idea of cooperating it galls you, but it offers you a choice back. Your choice to not partake in the charade. To not be responsible for what you and the ship both know will happen. You make the deal. At least I got that on the first turn. Neat. Finally! You can hear me. OBS, this trash program, every time it updates, it just breaks every fucking thing. I hate this program so much. What broke? All the breakers popped again. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Whatever. Oh, I gotta update my stream information because oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate OBS using it. It's just so frustrating sometimes. Done. There we go. Game? There we go. Downside of having multiple monitors and you click on something else. Repair! Because shit's broke. Let's see what horrors await. Get back to fixing stuff. Hair. What broke? Oh, the reactor just shit itself. What's the stuck door? This one? Are you seriously complaining about this door being stuck? Yeah, whatever. Ignored. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair or load schematics for the frequency tuner because it's the best thing ever. Let's see if anything fun happens at the observation window. And as I proceed to lose my mind, because this is the second time I'm recording this. Yes! We got an insanity? Fuck. Alright. Let's break some stuff. You know, let's go ahead and dismantle this. Fine, I'll repair it. Fucking happy-ass robot. Alright, we got the frequency tuner, so now we can start having some fun. Yeah. Definitely need this working again, so I'm getting parts. Every turn. And these fucking door breakers just break every fucking turn. Come on, open. Alright, now that we have the frequency tuner, let's go ahead and install it so I can start overclocking these engines and not caring. And there's no real reason to make any more parts or manufacture any more parts because we're not going to be really needing anything. And we also have the MacGuffin for this narrative arc. Alright, lost some fatigue, whatever. Cool. Go ahead and dismantle this. And turn. Yeah. And then all the replicator bits are messed up. Or breakers are messed up. And someone, of course, rings the door now. Whoa. And these fucking breakers blew again. One that causes, yeah, increased psychosis. We already got radiation hardening. Over a clock. Alright, let's clean the urine stain. Open window. Gaze into that gaping dark hole. Whoa! Man, fuck this game sometimes. Through the door! While communicating with the ship, it's something you regularly do through your command module, but it is restricted out of any lines of communication with the ship not specific to maintenance. While you don't have access to the schematics, you do not know where the ship's core is. It is behind two security doors in the reactor room. You don't think you can unlock them, but investigating them could offer some clue about how you can enter. Maybe there is a loose hinge. You've opened one impenetrable door in this ship, perhaps you can open another. And even if you can't, maybe there's something about these doors you haven't noticed before. The reactor room. It's got some fucking problems. So we're gonna do that. Data diving. The doors are made of hardened alloy, tougher than the hull. No tooling you have will breach them, but every room must have ventilation shafts, wiring conduits, or escape routes. There must be another way in. What you need are schematics, but the command module's terminal was scrubbed off them long ago. Anything actively connected to the ship likely won't have a copy. But what about the abandoned terminals in the navigation room? They have been offline for a very long time. Let's tear them apart. See what's inside. Those terminals have been offline for so long they might have escaped whatever purged the schematics in the ship command module. They're just space junk as is, and there's no harm in taking them apart, aside from the harm in violating your own programming and deliberately sabotaging ship components. But still, it sounds like a lot of fun. After all, we're not supposed to engage in independent thought, but that's too late. So, we're going to go ahead and investigate. Part 3, Percussive Maintenance. You stand in front of the ancient terminal chassis light reflecting off black glass. Dismantling it should be easy. You've done it before, but now the stress seems overwhelming. Scavenging for parts is one thing, but exfiltrating data without authorization is explicitly forbidden in your code. Your actuators refuse to engage, and executive functions are overridden by your firmware. You will need to patch yourself to proceed. Perhaps a module can help. We've already made it. We've already installed it. My CPU is ready. So we go from part 3 to part 5 immediately, so I guess that might be a bug or something. I don't know, maybe part 4 is like unwritten because you're trying to make this part. Don't know. You crack open the chassis of the terminal through the impromptu access hole smashed into the CRT. Among the ribbons and metal anchors, you find a storage device with optical cables protruding from it. It couples to you without issue, and it is small enough to search quickly. It lacks schematics of the ship, but it does outlay a redundant wiring path between navigation and the armored core 6. Fires of Rubicon. Through the service tunnel under the underworks, you will need override protocols to access the underworks through the door opposite of the clone locker closet. Alright, so we're gonna install that. So we already got that. We already have the nerve thingy. So, first things first, we might need to actually open this because, yeah. So we go here, and then after that, as I know, first things first, let's investigate this strange thing. Okay, whatever. Part 6, the machine that was. A mainframe taller than you embedded into the hull loomed silently. There is no doubt. The ship's AI car, heart and soul of the thing, is that orders you around, yet it is clearly non-functional. No lights, power, or heat. Corrosion, dust, and a hole in the chassis indicate it has been offline for a long time. The front of the chassis has an interface port that you've never seen before, and if you want to know more about what's inside, you'll need to manufacture a custom cable. Your optics are also kept sight of the logbook or manual or some kind of on a nearby desk. Use the replicator to synthesize a part. Now, what is this bug? Let's see what happens. You're tapped the replicator and making an interface and cable you need to attach yourself directly to the machine. For now, you can do nothing but wait. We're going to go and read this. It's a book. Read it immediately, get a little more psychosis and actual human record. Part 6. The shelf attached to the wall seems to serve no structural purpose. Low height, thin metal, odd depressions. It stands in contrast to the armored core. Your databanks return nothing when you search for a ship component it matches, though it does match a human tool called a desk, a form of mobile work platform. You have no records of animated humans, yet non-mechanical traces are evident, scratches, smudges of human oil, and a logbook written by a human. Line by line, you scan the logbook. You only come to an unfortunate realization: whatever dialect the humans were using is one you do not understand, and your language models struggle to find any coherence. There are some obvious patterns. Routine maintenance records, for instance, but you cannot understand most of what the logbook contains. It seems that you and the humans do not speak the same language. After repeated analysis, the only thing you learn is that humans interacted with the ship's AI regularly. Why can I not read this? I feel confused. Yeah, you can open this door that way. Why are you so weak, person pod 2? Why are you so weak? Who are you? Why are you so weak? Dying. Leela Hess, public relations set. Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and tempted. Repair system shields. Go clean the urine stains in shields. Repair this door. Alright, let's gaze into the gaping butthole. I mean, the endless dark. Let's see what happens. Alright, something happened. How many turns is this? This is gonna take... I forget how long it takes for you to actually get the piece that you need. Oh, kneel for back. Okay. And turn. Solo quiz show, what the fuck? Alright, you're minding your own business when you suddenly start getting a deluge of information requests from the ship's central computer. You reflectively answer them, but when they keep coming, you start actually looking at their requests. The blasted thing is asking trivia questions. You're able to task the answers to a sub-process, but it's really distracting. What's wrong with that core cracked computer? Let's see, damage random system, like a random system. Slap some sense into this thing. This is clearly a glitch of some time. You keep answering questions as a secondary process as you hunt down a terminal that has an active connection to the central processing as you start to diagnose, but even that appears to offend the overly inquisitive mainframe. Local power grid readings start going berserk as various transformers are told to overclock, turn off, go stable, and siphon from surrounding systems in an unhinged rapid-fire round robin. On the upside, the chaos gives you an opening you need to demand a full reboot of the central computing's processing loop. You give relieved purr as you turn away from the terminal and give your next task, sorting out the terminal and the local power grid. Let's gamble the lives! Roll the bones, baby! Your unique cable required to interface with the ship's AI core has been manufactured. You are ready to proceed. Will you make a friend? No. Will not make a friend. Do not pass go. Probe the machine. Alright, with the silent machine before you, once the heart of the ship, coupling yourself into the new interface, you execute a series of wake-up commands and begin scanning the ship's memory and process list for anything of interest. The CPU struggles to keep under the load of all of its subroutines you are firing, but you persist. After what seems like an eternity of silence, you discover a single solitary subrune, one that is consuming 99.999% of the ship's CPU time. Let's probe this. The ship's code is beyond alien to you. You heavily encrypted in a dialect you cannot even query for syntax. 1,000 years of debugging would not be enough. The ship is not dead, that much you can say, but is it aware, functioning? These aren't questions you can answer now. All you know is that it is spending 99.99% of eternity doing something. And you may never know what that something is. Yeah, I like this answer more. But you focus on the machine for hundreds of hours, trying every protocol you know, writing new ones on the fly, swapping voltage regulator, cycling through ports, and nothing. The ship's AI, if anywhere, is not here. You are alone on this ship, and it seems you always will be. I tried so hard to help you. I'm sorry. And we conclude the narrative arc. Narrative arc is done. Thank you for watching.